Space is unbelievably huge. When we look up at the night sky, we see just a tiny fraction of what's out there. The universe stretches far beyond what our eyes can perceive, filled with wonders and mysteries waiting to be discovered. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is a swirling city of stars. Imagine a vast cosmic metropolis, with each star representing a bustling hub of activity. This galactic city is home to billions of stars, each with its own unique story. It's filled with billions upon billions of them. These stars come in all shapes and sizes, from massive blue giants to tiny red dwarfs. Each star is a potential host for planets, making the possibilities for discovery almost endless. And guess what? Planets are just as common. In fact, there are likely more planets than stars in our galaxy. These planets come in a dazzling array of forms and compositions, each one a world unto itself. Some planets are gassy giants like Jupiter. These massive planets are composed mostly of hydrogen and helium, with swirling clouds and powerful storms that rage for centuries. Others are icy, like Neptune. These distant frozen worlds are shrouded in mystery, with icy surfaces and frigid atmospheres that challenge our understanding of planetary science. But some are rocky, like our Earth. These terrestrial planets have solid surfaces with mountains, valleys, and potentially even oceans. They are the most likely candidates for hosting life as we know it. In this vast cosmic sea, we've found a world that feels a bit like family, Kepler-186f. This exoplanet, located in the habitable zone of its star, has conditions that might support liquid water, making it a tantalizing target for the search for life. Think of it as Earth's distant, slightly strange cousin. While it's not an exact twin, Kepler-186f shares some similarities with our home planet, sparking our imagination about what life might be like on such a world. Our solar system is just one tiny neighborhood in this vast galactic city. Each star we see in the night sky could have its own family of planets, each with its own unique characteristics and potential for life. It's only natural to wonder, are there other neighborhoods like ours? Could there be other planets with conditions similar to Earth where life might thrive? Are there other Earths out there? The search for these Earth-like planets is one of the most exciting and challenging quests in modern astronomy. The search for planets beyond our own, called exoplanets, is one of the most exciting fields in astronomy today. Astronomers use a variety of techniques to detect these distant worlds, from observing the dimming of starlight as a planet passes in front of its star, to measuring the gravitational wobble a planet induces on its host star. Scientists use powerful telescopes like the Kepler Space Telescope to find these distant worlds. Launched in 2009, Kepler has revolutionized our understanding of the universe, discovering thousands of exoplanets and revealing the incredible diversity of planetary systems. They're looking for tiny winks and wobbles that tell us a planet is orbiting a distant star. These subtle signals can reveal a wealth of information about a planet's size, orbit, and even its potential habitability. And in 2014 they found a planet that made headlines around the world, Kepler-186f. This discovery was a major milestone in our quest to find another Earth, and it has inspired countless scientists and dreamers to continue exploring the cosmos. Imagine a telescope floating in space, staring at a single patch of sky for years. Day after day, night after night, it remains focused, unwavering in its mission. That's the Kepler Space Telescope. Launched in 2009, it was designed to be humanity's eye in the cosmos. Its mission, to find planets around other stars. These planets, known as exoplanets, could potentially harbor life. It's like looking for fireflies in a fireworks display, a nearly impossible task given the vastness and brightness of the universe. But Kepler was up to the task. With its advanced technology and precise instruments, it could detect the faintest of signals. In 2014, Kepler spotted a telltale dip in the light of a star called Kepler-186. This dip was a clue, a sign that something extraordinary was happening. Something was passing in front of it, blocking a tiny bit of its light. This phenomenon is known as a transit, and it's one of the primary methods used to detect exoplanets. That something turned out to be Kepler-186f, a planet about the size of Earth orbiting in the star's habitable zone. This zone is crucial because it's where conditions might be just right for life as we know it. The discovery was a huge deal. Scientists around the world celebrated, and the news made headlines everywhere. It was the first time we'd found an Earth-sized planet in the habitable zone of another star. This was a monumental step in our quest to find life beyond Earth. The habitable zone is the Goldilocks region around a star where temperatures are just right, not too hot, not too cold, for liquid water to exist on the surface of a planet. This concept is vital because water is essential for life, and where there's water there could be life. The discovery of Kepler-186f has opened up new possibilities and has fueled our imagination about what might be out there in the vast expanse of space. Kepler's mission has shown us that our galaxy is teeming with planets, and some of them might be just like Earth. The search for life continues, and with each discovery we get one step closer to answering the age-old question, are we alone in the universe? As we look to the future, new missions and telescopes will build on Kepler's legacy, exploring deeper into space and uncovering more secrets of the cosmos. The journey has just begun, and the possibilities are endless. So, next time you gaze up at the night sky, remember that out there among the stars, there might be another world waiting to be discovered. A world that could change everything we know about life and the universe. So, how similar is Kepler-186f to our home planet? Let's dive into the details and find out. Well, it's a bit bigger than Earth, about 1.1 times the size. This slight increase in size might not seem like much, but it has significant implications. That means its gravity would be a bit stronger too. Specifically, the gravitational pull would be about 10% stronger than what we experience here on Earth. Imagine feeling a little heavier just by standing still. Everyday activities like walking or lifting objects would require more effort. Kepler-186f orbits a red dwarf star, which is smaller and cooler than our Sun. This type of star emits less light and heat. 1 year on Kepler-186f, the time it takes to orbit its star, is only 130 Earth days. This shorter year means the planet completes its orbit much faster. That means you'd celebrate your birthday more often. Imagine having nearly 3 birthdays in the time it takes for 1 Earth year to pass. But don't pack your bags just yet. There are still many challenges to consider. Kepler-186f is about 500 light-years away. This vast distance makes it incredibly difficult to reach with our current technology. That means, even if we could travel at the speed of light, it would still take us 500 years to get there. And that's not accounting for the technological and logistical challenges of such a journey. Scientists and engineers are constantly exploring new methods of space travel. But for now, Kepler-186f remains a distant dream. However, studying it helps us understand more about the universe and our place within it. The discovery of Kepler-186f has sparked curiosity and excitement in the scientific community. It represents the possibility of finding other Earth-like planets in the galaxy. Who knows? One day we might find a planet that is not just similar to Earth, but also within our reach. Until then, the search continues, and each discovery brings us one step closer to understanding the cosmos. Section 4. Red Sun in the Sky. Imagine standing on the surface of Kepler-186f. What would you see? The first thing you'd notice is the star. Kepler-186f's star is a red dwarf, so it would appear much dimmer and redder than our Sun. The sunlight would cast a strange reddish glow on everything. Plants on Kepler-186f, if they exist, would have to adapt to this reddish light. They might be a deep shade of purple or even black to absorb as much energy as possible. The sky itself might be a different color too, depending on the composition of the atmosphere. Here's the big question. Could there be life on Kepler-186f, a distant exoplanet? We don't know for sure, but it's definitely possible and worth exploring. We know it's in the habitable zone, which means temperatures could be just right for liquid water to exist. And water, as we know, is essential for life as we understand it. But there are other crucial factors to consider. Does Kepler-186f have an atmosphere that can support life? What is it made of? Is there geological activity present? These are all questions that scientists are eager to answer in the quest for knowledge. Visiting Kepler-186f anytime soon is, sadly, out of the question. It's just too far away. Even with our fastest spacecraft, it would take thousands of years to reach our cosmic cousin. 500 light-years is practically next door on a galactic scale, but it's still an unimaginable distance for us. But that doesn't mean we can't learn more about Kepler-186f from afar. Future telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope will be able to study its atmosphere and look for signs of life. So, why all the fuss about a planet that's so far away? Because Kepler-186f represents something profound, the possibility of other Earths out there. It shows us that planets like ours, in the habitable zones of their stars, are not as rare as we once thought. Discovering and studying exoplanets like Kepler-186f is crucial for understanding our place in the universe. Are we alone? Or is the cosmos teeming with life? These are questions that have captivated humanity for centuries. And Kepler-186f brings us one step closer to answering them.